Hello, I am Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Chai, and we are back for more Dredge. I want to farm some of these whale spill fish or whatever they are, so we can get some money here. Alright, let's see. How deep did I need to go to get the sea cucumber again? 0 to 25 meters. We are going to try to get some new crab traps, and then we will try some more. I want to store some of this because I think it might come in handy later. We are going to wait 2 days and then we will go and check our crab traps again. keep all of our crab pots here because we'll probably need them again later. And now we gotta return to the iron rig again. I feel like our madness resistance is really helping here. The scientist looks taken aback. He consults some papers on his desk, then leafs through an old encyclopedia. This is remarkable. Some of these species, have you caught these before? They haven't been seen outside the fossil record since, well, ever. I suppose it could make sense. The fissure opening caused some kind of disturbance in the deep, possibly spooking some of the fish up the water column. I'll run some tests on these. The scientist is interrupted by the foreman outside, shouting through his megaphone again. The foreman bellows an order. Engage reverse gear. Get that drill out of there. Ah, hell, that's enough. Drill is clear. I repeat, drill is clear. Shut it down. As I was saying, I'll run some quick tests on these specimens. Though from the sounds of things, you may have some additional samples to gather. It seems the reservoir is more unstable than we anticipated. Even with the drill removed, it appears the fissure is continuing to expand. Unfortunately, there have been reports of some contaminants leaking into the fissure in isolated pockets. There was always a chance this might happen. The engineer at the factory has been working on a system to siphon contaminants from the water. I'd very much like a canister of it. I've been trying to keep a record of where all the dark liquid has been showing up. Come see me if you need pointing to any contamination patches. We're in the planning stages for an expansion to the factory. Maybe you'd be able to help out. The tech lab is fully built now. These modules can be attached to your ship. Placement's flexible too. They can be wired up to wherever they need to go. Enhanced dredging speed would be really good. I should have been saving those dark splashes because they are useful for these hull and stat improvements over here. That means we're going to need to upgrade our fathomless winch so we can get one of those. Most of these projects I'm working on are for the rollout of the Corp's new fleet. It'll be cutting edge. The factory's core facilities have been improved. We can make some new items now. These are the designs I've been tinkering with for passive harvesting methods. Okay, that's how we get dark canisters, but we need a basic troll net for that. Alright, so we need to go siphon up some of that dark liquid. Seems like the next area I need to explore around for the DLC is the Gale Cliffs. I want to go down here to see if I can get some more free boxes. Take a little bit of damage there. That is a little annoying. Okay, I think we're going to get a little bit more progress done on the main story now. A large man is watching you through the billowing smoke of a campfire, idly carving away at a wooden stake. He stands as you pull ashore. Stranger, from the look on your face, I'd say you've encountered the local wretches. Take a seat. You join him by the fire. I've been trying to rid them of this accursed jungle ever since we wrecked here. The boys called them mind suckers on account of them, well, affecting the mind. They made us see things, do things. I'd ask you for safe passage away from here, but not until after I've avenged my squadron. What happened to them? A number of us went down in the fog, crashing into trees or ditching into the water. Those that survived rallied here under the boughs of this giant tree. But it offered us scant protection. Before help could arrive, our numbers quickly dwindled, picked off by the fiends in the forest. I've met a few would-be rescuers over the years, but none would help me in the fight. Are you any different to the rest? I can help. I'd figure you'd be up for it. You have the look. Listen up. First, we need to find the lost pieces of my squadron's mortar. Then we can use that to bombard the beast. Other planes went down on the north and east of where we are now. I'll mark the possible crash sites on your map. You go and see what you can salvage. How will you honor your squad mates? I've hung a few of their dog tags up on the tree behind me. It seemed fitting enough. But I've only got tags from the ones You must understand, I've never found all their bodies. If you happen to find any of their dog tags, I could add them to the tree with their brothers. I have a number of mechanical doodads that you might find useful. Here, take this one in good faith. I'll give you more for each tag you bring me. I thank you. I'll hang them on the tree here as promised. So I imagine we'll actually get a weapon after we complete this quest, which will be pretty nice. The wreckage of an old fighter plane lays buried deep in the sand. You pull a little closer. I imagine there's probably a couple of those you gotta go around and find. Going around the outside is probably way safer than trying to go through the inside. Looks like there's something in there we might have it come around back for. Alright, we're going to come back up here and look around to see if we can find any more plane wrecks around here. You see a campsite, some old fishers suspended on a spit over a fire that was never lit. A pile of fabric is gathered at the base of a large tree nearby. Rotten fish hanging from the spit. The fire below has been prepared. Someone must have left in a hurry. A nest of rags lies at the base of a tree. Someone slept here. The rags are covered in bark chips. There are symbols carved into the tree trunk above. There are 3 distinct sets of symbols. There's a book symbol underneath a wave, and then an arrow upward. A cloud hangs over it all. 5 unfamiliar symbols mark the corners of a pentagram. The shape of a person is lying down in the center. A book symbol sits above a wave. A downward arrow points from the book. down through the wave. I like how many 2x2 items we can now fit in our inventory. That is real nice. Sleep through the night so we can explore more during the morning. I thought there would be something over here, but it doesn't seem like there is. found the parts of the mortar. That's a lot. Now while I work on assembling the mortar, you can get started on the next phase of the plan. You may have noticed some contraptions in the lagoons around here. I've assembled those traps from the mine suckers. We just need to lure them in there. Once they're in, you see, I can fire on them with our new mortar, and that'll be the end of them. No more nightmares. I'll mark the locations of the traps on your map. Got it? I understand, so what's next? You'll need to make 3 special baits from different combinations of fish. At least I can kill the annoying mine monsters now, I think. I'm pretty sure we need a mangrove rod now. Oh, okay, we need to make bait so we can use these. Give me a second here. My cat pushed open my door, so I needed to go and close it really quickly. He is really annoying sometimes. I keep forgetting my way through here. Alright, I think I need to go for the anti-tangle line now so we can fish mangroves. I might go for this one next, honestly, because that would be really useful. I'll need to fish volcanic anyway eventually, so... Alright, well, we gotta make our way over to the pontoon now. Hopefully I have enough money to actually buy the sang. And I do not. That is a classic. Give me a minute here. Jeez, I keep getting interrupted. Anyway, we need some more money, so we need to go find some fish that we can actually fish up here. Jeez, that is a lot of fish we got there. We're going to make our way over to the iron rig here. I don't like that. That was really big and I did not like that at all.
Ah. Huh.
Since we're not doing DLC stuff right now, we don't need the siphon trawler on. Alright, now we can get back to the mangrove area and actually fish up some stuff. Okay, so we don't even need to bring them back, we just need to catch them. That makes things a lot easier. Alright, so all we really need is a little bit more fabric and a little bit more wood. Alright, I didn't think anything would be caught because of how short of a time that was, but I figured I'd check anyway. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're going to end it off for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more Dredge. Until then, bye!